All right. Good evening, or good afternoon rather. Good morning. Can you confirm you can hear me? Am I audible? All right. So we'll be starting in about the next 5 minutes. Waiting for everyone to join in. Today is going to be very amazing. I can't wait. Um, you know, to learn and to jot things down. We have one of the um finest in the game. She has a very she has years of experience, right? And today she will be dishing out knowledge to we better get ready to absorb. So pending the time while wait for everyone to join in, I'll just play some nice jams, right? While we wait for everyone to join in. Thank you.
And there are from only.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Kindly just put it in the chat section, right, where you're joining in from. If you're also on YouTube, kindly let us know where you're joining in from. Amazing, Michael. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to get this music to play. I don't know what's happening. Well, it works every time, apart from when we are ready to start. So if you're just joining in, let us know where you're joining in from, um, your country, and what you do in the comment section. Also, if you're on YouTube, let us know um where you're joining in from. Welcome, welcome. IT support versus cybersecurity. Amazing, amazing. All right, we're starting in about 2 minutes. Let me get this to work. Please work. And I mean, don't be shy. You can turn on your cameras if you're joining in. Don't be shy. You all look pretty already. I know. All right, that's great, Michael. Okay. And yes, I need everyone, you need to get your notes, right? Because I was learning a lot. I mean, this is one that has 8 years of experience. It's not a joke, right? So get your book, get your pen, get it to jot stuffs down. Okay. Uh, and also get your coffee, right? I mean, to get some caffeine down the down the bloodstreams. Yeah. Oh, okay. Can we get the music? Ah, all right. Let's enjoy um while we wait for everyone to join in. If you're joining in now, kindly let us know you're joining in from um country in the comment section on YouTube. Let us know. And also we'll be having a question and answer section. So you can put your questions in the chat box. All right. Okay, so welcome everyone to today's session, right? It's good to see everyone once again. We were here last month and we are here again, right? This session is proudly brought to you by the CyberCrooners community. It's a community whereby we are raising a new generation of cybersecurity professionals, right? And this is our 7th month of doing this, right? It has been amazing. Month after month, we have brought in industry experts, to let us know what's happening exactly in the industry and get our part. Today is not different. We have someone very special to me. Amazing. She's even my colleague, right? And today should be going into the details of IT support and cybersecurity. There is a bridge, right? And she's going to help us put that bridge together and know how, what happens in both industries and how you can even transition, right? So right now I will just be reading our portfolio. Give me a minute to do that. All right. So Leah is a level 2 technician at Tech Squad Incorporated in Georgia. She has been working in IT field for almost 8 years. I mean, 8 years is amazing. Specializing in system diagnostics and technical support. With a growing focus on cybersecurity, she is very passionate about expanding her knowledge actively, and she engages in platforms like Hack the Box and TryHackMe to further her knowledge and her learning. On Hack the Box, she currently holds the Pro Hacker rank, and she's ranked 341 globally. And now she's very close to reaching an elite hacker. I mean, that's that's amazing. This hands-on environment has allowed her to explore real-world scenarios, strengthen her problem-solving abilities, and stay current with evolving practices. Leah is one of a kind. She's a very amazing lady. I mean, I get to work with her day after day, and I can say that she has really inspired me. She's never give up. Like every problem has a solution, right? And we'll get to the root of the problem. So it's my absolute honor to bring on to you rather, Leah. Good morning, Leah. It's amazing to have you here. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yes.
There we go. I was like, did I do something wrong?
All right, Leah. So I mean, it's time to shoot. So go ahead. Let us take of what you have for us today.
You want me to just go in with the PowerPoint?
Yes, definitely. Yes. I can share your screen now.
There we go. All right. So basically, we're just going to get started. We're going to talk about the difference between IT support and cybersecurity. Where to begin in it? We'll try to not talk so fast. I remember Daniel, you telling me to slow down. I'm trying. So basically, IT support is often the entry point to the tech world. I believe it is. Others might have different opinions about the tech world, but really you just need to know the basics. Whether it's IT support or cybersecurity, they basically all work together. In both fields, you have to know how computers work, networks work, software, hardware, and how they all like work together. You don't technically have to have a support help desk job to be in cybersecurity. Personally, I think it helped me to be the IT support and then to transition and still transitioning into the cybersecurity that I'm doing now. Let's see. So basically we'll go over what IT support is. Basically it's just providing the assistance like for our clients at Tech Squad. We just come in, they put in tickets, we take care of them. We just make sure that we're helping other people be able to do their job efficiently as well. We make sure the computer is running smooth for either if it's for individuals or businesses. When it comes to IT support, there's a lot of different parts to it. Like we do the troubleshooting, whether it's computers, printers, phones, we run diagnostics. We have what our ticketing system that we have is where our clients can put in support requests. And then we go into their systems, especially our HIPAA, we have to have the go ahead for us to do it. We ask them first. And then we go in and we just take care of whatever's going on that we can remotely. If we have to go on site, then we schedule that time and we go on site to help take care of those tickets. That goes back to the remote support. We're able to remote in to help as much as we can, so we don't have to go on site as much. We can help more than one person remotely. You also have to have customer service. You're going to have clients and stuff that, they're frustrated, and then you'll get frustrated, and you have to make sure that you have that great customer support, and you have to know that if they're frustrated, it's okay. Just you're there to help them calm down and to fix what's going on with them. Account management, we manage all the accounts, whether it's like the Active Directory, 365. We also like modify and disable users. There's just a broad job description, I guess. We also want to educate our users. So, like the phishing emails, we help our clients know what the difference is between a real email and a phishing email. Don't click crazy links. So we're just trying to educate them to help protect them, and it helps us as well if they know. Right. So there's a lot of different support jobs. You have the entry level, which is like the help desk, the IT technician, even like an intern. There's like a lot of those. Then you get into like the mid-level IT jobs where it's more of like the network administrators, the DevOps technician, a junior software engineer. And then you get to the advanced, which is more of like the data scientist, the project manager, the pen tester, and the list goes on. It's basically like anything else. You go to school for this, but then you realize that it just branches out into all these different jobs and everything. It's really amazing. I got really excited about that when I put it together. All right, so then we kind of go into the cybersecurity side of things. Simple terms, we keep all the digital stuff safe. Whether it's like we just are trying to help protect your passwords, make sure your company's website doesn't get shut down. It's kind of knowing both sides of things. You have to know kind of how they made this attack, but also how to prevent an attack from coming, just to keep everything secure. So there's actually a wide range of career paths as well, just like in IT support. You have like security engineers, you have the ethical hacking, the pen testers, incident responders, you can go into malware analyst, cloud specialty, threat intelligence, which is more like the OSINT work. It's unlimited, and you don't have to just go say, I'm going to do all of it. You can actually pick one thing and do that, or you can know it and just do more than one. It's unlimited what you can do. The different types of attacks is like the malware, which is the Trojans, ransomware, spyware. It kind of gets pretty intense with that one. Phishing, again, like I mentioned earlier, it's just fake. Then of course we have like the man-in-the-middle attacks, the SQL injection, zero-day, insider threats, spoofing. There's a lot of different attacks. This is just a few of them that I listed out. There's a lot more than that, I know. If you want to get started in cybersecurity, these are the two platforms I recommend. I started in TryHackMe, and I think it was like November, and that was the first time I ever did anything cybersecurity related at all. And but it was a lot of fun, and I got really hooked on it. And the learning platform that they have, it's kind of like guided, so you're not just kind of thrown in and it's like, what do I do? It's very like they walk you through it, and there's free versions available in that one, and Hack the Box. Hack the Box, their academy, their learning sessions, it's a little more lengthier, but you're learning the same thing. I prefer, if I'm going to start learning and everything, I like TryHackMe. If I'm going to do like hacking machines, I want to go Hack the Box. So it kind of just depends on what you would like to do more. Whatever benefits you. Don't do what I'm doing just because I say it. You got to find what works for you. So really those are those two. Again, they're free versions available. You don't have to pay anything. Even if you wanted to just kind of take a look at everything and see if do I want to try Hack Me? Do I think this is going to benefit me more? Or also it lets you go different routes. So like I started like the basic on Track Me. I think it was like just the basic IT walkthrough, and it teaches you all the different programs, what networks mean. And then it went and took you like to a different path. So if I wanted to go down the pen tester road, I can do all of these rooms, and it teaches you all the different things. It's really interesting. I do like that one. Let's see. I should have put the links, and I did not. All right, so what's the best route? I mean, really, there's not a wrong one. It's whatever fits you the most. It's whatever drives you, what you're passionate about. I could sit here all day and say, oh, go into IT first and then go into cybersecurity because that worked for me, but it doesn't work for everybody. You have to do what fits you. There's not a right and wrong way to go into this field at all. IT support, again, is where I started. And then again, back in November, the cybersecurity part just kind of kicked off. And I'm really loving, I'm still learning. I'm not even close to half those other people out there, but we all start somewhere. And that's the best thing to remember too. Don't get discouraged if you can't just jump in and just take off running, because that can be frustrating when it takes a little time to learn things, but just don't give up. Like that's one thing, just keep going. And if you fail, it's okay. I mean, I've failed like, but I'm here. But yeah, with the support experience first, again, it did help. Um, you just have to see there. I know people who just jump straight into cybersecurity and they are amazing. So it's just whatever you think works best for you. So there's no really where should I go? It's like where do you want to go? Like just look up different IT support jobs and different cybersecurity jobs and really go into like the depth of each job and say, hey, that sounds interesting. See which one is kind of like calling you. Doesn't mean you can't change it, later on if you're like, nah, maybe not. Maybe I want to go this route instead. So you just have to listen to yourself. The final tips and the resources, don't be afraid in the field, whether it is the IT support or cybersecurity. Don't be afraid to ask questions. We here, at least the tech squad, we like people who ask questions. Like, why do we do it this way? Or, what makes this work? Or if they just need help with a ticket, like we would rather people ask us questions and just kind of stay silent. Never give up. And again, it's okay to make mistakes. I really do feel like I learn more when something doesn't go my way the first time. Um, take notes. Notes are a big thing that's helped me throughout the years. I mean, I have notebook on notebooks, and it's just sometimes it's just like really quickly, and I have to go back and rewrite it, or I put it in like on the computer just so I can actually read it. But I always just take a bunch of notes. Whether I'm on a ticket, I write down exactly what I've done. If I'm doing something on Hack the Box, I'll take notes and put all the stuff that I've learned or that I needed to work on or fix. Everything is documented somewhere. There are courses online or in person. Some of them are free, some you have to pay for. But just if you're curious about either one of them, just talk to somebody that's within your network or somebody that you trust that's kind of outside of it, and just see if they have any other resources that you can use, whether it's like a learning resource or just like the Try Hack Me kind of stuff. There's a lot more that we don't even know that's out there. So don't be afraid to connect with people and ask them for guidance in the path for sure. So that's about it, I guess, right?
All right. Thank you very, thank you very much, Leah. That was amazing. Quite brief and quite short, but I mean, very
Yeah.
straight to the point, and that's what we really love. So we have some questions. Before we take the on-site questions, we have some questions that were asked during the registration. So I will just take a few of that and let's just trash that. But I'm very sure we'll have questions on site. So please get ready. Just start writing those questions down. So the first question we have here is, how can I transition to tech as a beginner? Right. So I don't think the person is speaking to cybersecurity now, but just tech generally, right? So how do you transition from tech? Let's say, for example, you did your BSc in finance, right? Now you heard, oh, there's money in tech, there's money in tech. So how do you transition, to tech?
Well, really, I didn't even go to school for computers and everything. I was a beginner, just kind of thrown into it. Um,
Mm,
my degree's in criminal justice, and here I am in IT and cybersecurity stuff now. So really doesn't matter what you go to school for or what you thought you were going to plan for. It just you got to begin it. Like whether you are going to start as an intern, or some people like just will hire people with no experience. It just depends on what company it is, and what they're like, I guess they're looking for. But really, it's just getting your voice out and asking, like, hey, I want to get started and start making those connections. And who knows, like, I mean, we have Daniel here now, because he just made connections and here he is now working for us. So there's no like a wrong way to transition. It's just asking the right people and finding that where it works for you.
mm, mm. Yeah, asking the right people, connecting, networking, very important.
Yeah.
All right. So a question we have here is, are skills or certifications more recognized in cybersecurity? And depending on the answer, which route should I go about starting to succeed in cybersecurity? So I feel the question is, we have skills, we have certifications, which is more important? And depending on that, which should the person focus on?
It kind of goes again back to the like I guess what business it is. I've seen some that they're like, oh, you have all the skills, but you don't have like the certifications. And then they're like, but you have all the skills, so we can get you those certifications. And then
Mm,
some are like, oh, well, you have all this certs, but do you have the skills? So I think
Mm.
really it's like, to me, I would say you would probably need more of the skills. I would focus on skills. And then once you get skills, start trying to work on those certifications because that will help you. Some people actually just look at your LinkedIn and they're like, oh, well, they have all these certifications. And then, but if they don't have the skills to go with it. So I would say focus on the skills and then try to get certifications as you're practicing those skills. So that way you just have both.
All right. So speaking about certifications, can you just like list a few that you feel are relevant today in the security world?
Yeah, I know some of them are like we have the Comp TI plus, we have the A plus, and then we have like Network plus, Security plus. Oh, there's so
Yeah,
many different
yeah,
ones.
they're quite a
Yeah,
lot.
there's so many. And there's other ones like
Yeah,
there's cybersecurity that I don't even know what they're called. Not yet,
yeah.
but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean there's
definitely. We have a lot, right? So
yeah,
focus on the skills. You can build on that with your certifications. I know some people just want to have the certifications and they don't have the skill set, right? So it's quite important that you focus on the skills. Then as time goes on, you begin to write those certifications just to expand your knowledge. All right. Amazing. Another question I have here is how do I in correctly incorporate AI into my workflow? So how do I incorporate AI into my workflow?
okay, so like I'm a real big sucker with Copilot right now when I'm working, like when I'm doing tech squad jobs. Even though I know how to fix something, if I know how to do it, I'll just go in and do it. Now, if it's saying like we had a client and they were talking about, oh, well, my email's not going here, but it's this way, and I was like, what are you talking? And I was like, but everything was correct on our end. So I was like, okay, this is what's going on. I opened Copilot and I said, this is what's going on. This is the client that's having an issue. Like, help me figure that out. And it would list all the different things. And I'm like, oh, well, I did check that. I did check this. I was like, but I did
Mm,
this. So like, it kind of helps us like kind of stay up to date too, because there's so many changes that goes on within programs and everything else. And so like, it helps us stay to like the new part. So really, I mean, that's how I
mm,
do it with my work. It's like just kind of like a backup, like, hey, I've done this before, but it's not
yeah,
happening.
yeah, amazing. I like the word backup, right? So most people take AI as a replacement for what they do. However, it's more like an enabler, right? Just enables you think smart, don't prevents you from falling into those rabbit holes, right? So you
Mhm.
can, have what you need to do, right? So last question we have here, or another question we have here is, how do I beat the boredom that comes with tech? Boredom that comes with tech.
Yes, some days are really slow, and you're like, what am I doing here? It's been 2 hours and there's no ticket. Like, what? I like to take the time and either I'm working on try hack me stuff or hack the box, or I'm like studying or learning and just trying to like further that. And I know every once in a while you're still like one day like it's like I don't feel like studying, I don't feel like doing nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
I'm bored and like so you just kind of have to figure out what you can do in that time, and that's what we most of our free time is goes to hack the box. So and
Yeah,
studying.
true.
So.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. So I'd like to ask you, what was your transition? How did you transition from, you said criminal justice, right,
Okay.
to tech?
Yeah.
So how was the transition? How
I sort of have kind of got a little lucky in this thing.
Yeah, I
So
mean, there's luck. There's room for luck, so it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, so I actually finished up school and I was working in the security office at the college. And then they were like,
Mm,
what? We're gonna move you to like the welcome center and you can just work up here because you can talk to people. And I was like, okay. And so I was there and some people at the presidential suite came down and was like, hey, I need to talk to you. I have a friend who is hiring for an insurance company. And I was like, I don't know anything about insurance. Like I have no idea. They were like, no, it's more of like a IT side of things. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I went for the interview and I got the job offer and I was their IT person in the insurance company. And so then
mm,
when Glenn came on the company I was with, they brought Tech Squad on and Glenn and them came in and was talking and they're like, you want to work for us? And I was like, yeah, yep. So I kind of got, I kind of got, I was like, yeah, I'm already doing IT, but I was self-taught. Like I didn't, everything that I
mm,
was doing, like Google was my friend when I was thrown in.
mm,
Like
mm.
I knew about computers because my brother is he's in IT. And so like I've heard about all of it, but like having to learn it by myself, and And then they're like, hey, do you want to? Yes, I want to learn actually more.
mm.
I came. It was like, absolutely. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's very interesting. I mean, there is room for luck, and I mean, you're in the right place at the right time, and I
yeah,
mean, the opportunity came to meet you. Sometimes it's not just that way. People have
right,
different ways to
right.
transfer. So I would like to ask you another question. If you were going to start cybersecurity again, how would you go about it? If you're going to
Like,
start from the beginning, from zero, how would you go about it?
well, I would honestly like do the same thing I did what I've been doing. Like get on those platforms and start it. I'd be like, I gotta start over. Like,
Yeah.
just have to start at the bottom again and make sure because even if you are in cybersecurity for a while and then you leave it for say like 5, 10 years, a lot of stuff's are changed so drastically. And so you're still gonna have to go back and relearn a lot of those things and learn new things.
Mm, mm. Amazing. So I know you're very big on CTFs, right? So what's your go-to okay, let me revamp this question. So you're serving in a box now and come across an obstacle, right? How do you maneuver, right? How do you go about it?
Well, after I say a few bad words, I try to go back and I just try to think, okay, because a lot of times I have to remember and I forget this method. It's in cybersecurity and in IT, it's the kiss it. And we always say it is keep it simple.
Mm,
Like just keep it simple. Like, and I find myself a lot of times, I always try to like rush. I'm a big rusher when I do these things. And I've learned like,
mm,
and I'm learning it still, I have to slow down
mm,
because I talk
mm,
fast. I try to work fast. I try to, my life is always like on the go. And so
mhm,
I'm trying to slow stuff down. So I have to remember, hey, take a break for a minute. Like come back to it because you've been looking at the same script for like an hour. So you need to step away
mm,
for a minute, take a break and read
mm,
it. And then think, okay,
mm,
well, this doesn't work this way. Wonder if I just, that can't be the simple way. And most of the time it is the simple. I just,
mm,
so it's really about just
mm.
like when you have the obstacle, stop, take a step back. It's like with anything in life, take a step back and really just look at the whole picture again. Take a little break, come back, and then just come back at it with a fresh mind.
Yeah, I really believe in that. I mean, CTFs can be very crazy sometimes, and you're like, what's happening? What's happening? I mean, just take a step back, and by the time you come back with a fresh mind, and I mean, you'll be able to solve the box. So I have this very weird question, but what is your take on walkthroughs? For example, you're trying to solve probably a retired machine. You don't understand it, right? And you want to check walkthroughs. So my question is, do you feel checking walkthroughs before getting into the box or when you're in the box is cheating? What's your take on walkthroughs, basically?
Okay. All right. All right. So when I first started Hack the Box, it was because like I said, I went from Try Hack Me, which is like a guided handhold platform. And then when I went to
Mm-hmm.
Hack the Box, it was season 7. I just started, it was like January. And I'm sitting there in my VM and I was like, what do I do now? Like all I have is an IP address. And that's when Glenn was like, hey, you gotta actually do what you learned and start scanning. I was like, oh, I'm doing it. Okay. And so when I first started, I was like, this is actually kind of like a little difficult because I can't remember because I did not take the best notes. It goes back to what I was saying.
Mm,
So I
mm,
had to go back and redo stuff on Track Me and really learn stuff. But when I first started, actually, like it was like a retired machine and Hack the Box had a walkthrough on there. And I was like, let me just look at this and see how they're doing it. Like what
mm,
steps are they taking and what works best. And so that walkthrough helped me at the beginning for sure. Now, when I'm
mm,
doing a machine now and I'm just like I'm stuck, I wait. I'm like I want to try it first before I go for a walkthrough. I don't see anything
mm,
wrong with using one if you need that extra help and guidance or you're stuck because it might be like, oh, I should have ran that instead of this, and all that.
mm.
So really, I don't
Yeah.
have there's no problems with that.
All right, that works. So another question is what's your advice on networking, right? So we have platforms like LinkedIn,
Yeah.
X, Instagram. So how has networking helped you in your career? How has it I know you're very big on LinkedIn. I mean, you post
Mhm.
almost every time. So what's your take on, networking on LinkedIn?
Um, I'm always like this person when it comes to social media. I don't add people if I don't know them. So LinkedIn was very different because it's more of like the business networking. So I was like, okay, well, this person has a connection. Let me connect with them and see because we're all in the same field. And then I know
Mm,
people that are on our team. And I'm like, oh, wait, I follow like we follow each other on LinkedIn, you know?
yeah.
And I mean, and there's been people who reach out on LinkedIn. They're like, hey, like, I know we just connected, but I saw that you solved this. Like, I'm stuck at this part. Can you look at my script and tell me if something's wrong or like look at this? And so I think like,
Mm,
don't be scared to connect with people that you're not like familiar with on LinkedIn. I would still be careful. Don't give them any information. Make sure all your stuff, especially your email address, is private on LinkedIn.
true.
They can get that email quick and yeah, don't fall for scams like any other thing. But LinkedIn
Yeah.
is people that have been on Hack the Box or Try Hack Me, and I guess people just see, oh, well, she finished this room or she finished this, and so it's just like we have in common. And some people will just connect with you to get advice. I've had people ask me too about how to get started in IT and everything else. And I mean that's where me
Mm,
and Daniel talked was on LinkedIn.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I believe LinkedIn is you can get to talk to anyone in the world. It's not you don't have to be in the country, right? And that's how, I started speaking with Leah and Glenn, and I'm here today at Tech Squad. So I believe I'm a very good evangelist for LinkedIn, right? I believe in the power of networking. So the last on this last online question, if I ask on-site questions, what is when it comes to money, right? Finances, job pay, IT support, cybersecurity. For example, you get an IT support role and probably you get like a pen tester role. So what is the pay like in these different industries? IT support now, level one, level two, level three, and cybersecurity like hardcore pen testing, I mean, things like that.
Well, and I don't know if that's like three times, but really you have to think about where the job's located.
Mm,
'Cause like here in Little Georgia, you can't expect to make $25 an hour. Now, some IT companies that are larger and are global, whatever, you can make like a lot of money. Like it's
mm-hmm.
unlimited, really. I mean, you can make no money and then you can make a lot of money. There's not really a great answer for it. It's because like different locations in the world to say if you take a remote job and it's based out of, I don't know, somewhere, I don't know. And I didn't have enough coffee, but it's okay. But if it's basically say across these, whatever. And
Mm,
but you gotta think about that pay, like where they're located. Just not because
yeah,
where you're located. I mean, we have people that in Atlanta, they're making six figures just doing IT support work.
wow,
There's now on the cybersecurity side, there's different things like bug bounty hunter where you get paid per job. You don't
yeah.
really get a big pay. It's like, hey, I found this vulnerability, give me my money, like kind
Mm, yeah, true,
of, but
true.
so really it just depends on what field it is, with the location and
Location.
what job. Yeah. Yep.
True. All right. So before I ask, I'm so sorry. I think someone is raising up their hands, but I have questions here on YouTube. So I would just say I have two questions here on YouTube. So the first question is, how do you differentiate a beginner who wants to transition into cybersecurity and doesn't know the path to take to achieving such career paths? How do you, I don't know whether it's a question differentiates or probably I mean she has answered the question before, but what's your advice to someone transitioning into cybersecurity and doesn't know what path to take? Oh, all right, sorry. Oh, the question is, oh my God. All right, so the person is trying to say, how do you differentiate a beginner who wants to transition into cybersecurity and doesn't know the path to take to achieving such career paths within cybersecurity fair? Aha, well, I'm so confused about what this person is asking. But I mean, Leah, just tell us what's your advice to transition? I know you have answered the question before, but just go over it again. Yeah, your advice to transition into cybersecurity for someone that doesn't even know what pathway to take.
Um, Again, like just if from me, like just from this video, I mean, honestly, I'd probably start with the try hack me. I really would. If you don't know anything, I think having the more of the guided style of learning would probably benefit you more. The learning thing on Hack the Box is just it's long and you just have to read stuff. And so like I feel like if you're just a beginner and say like you only have like 5 minutes, you can go in there real quick and just do something real fast. I mean, it doesn't take a long
Mm,
time at all. I mean, it does tell you the different paths, but when you're signing up for it, it tells you like I don't know anything or I know some or I know a lot. Like it gives
Yeah.
you all the different options. And so then if you say, I don't know anything, it'll actually guide you to the beginning path of it. And then you just do the rooms. And as you do the rooms and you're learning, then you can be like, oh, well, I actually liked doing Burp Suite, or I like doing this.
Mm.
I'm gonna go this route.
All right, that works. So Try Hack Me is very important. I mean, it's a guided platform. So it does not drop you into the field. I mean, it just guides you step by step. So the second question here is within the cybersecurity fair, we have network security, pen testing, GRC. How does one navigate to in choosing between the career paths mentioned above? So I think the question is, oh, we have the technical part and the non-technical part, right? So how do you choose what to go for GRC? Because I know GRC is way different from the technical part. GRC is more of documentation and stuff. So what's your own take on that? How do you know what path to choose?
So like basically whether you're gonna choose hack the box or try hack me or like what path you want to go down to learn. You're
Okay.
talking about. Which one what
Yeah.
is that what you
So
mean?
I no, I think the question is not with these platforms now, just generally, right? I
Okay.
have probably a pen testing role and I have GRC. Like, how do I choose what path to learn, basically?
I'm still trying to figure that out. But really, like I said, the paths are unlimited with the cybersecurity, and I didn't even know this until like recently. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like I didn't realize, like I wasn't like too stupid where I didn't know it, but like at the time I didn't know that there was that many, and I'm just like, and so like I'm trying to decide too, like what path I want to go down. So right now I'm just basically doing the different rooms and the machines and just trying to focus on that and then just try to study different little things. I'm like, oh well, I love doing this. So I may try to go more towards that. So it's all
Yeah.
about what kind of sticks out to you. And
Mm.
then like I said, if
Yeah.
you look up the descriptions and everything, you can see what they kind of do. And then they have videos as well to show how it's done as well. Like I can give
Yeah.
more.
So definitely, we are still all trying to find our path. But my own advice to you would just be try to do what you enjoy, right?
Mhm.
Some people just want to do CTS because everyone is doing it. Do you enjoy doing it? Can you stay 6 hours? Sometimes we are on the Discord channel for almost 4 hours. We have not found the flag, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
the ability for you to sit down and still stay there is based on how you enjoy it. So I would just advise do what you enjoy. If you don't like the whole coding, the whole technical stuff, the whole bash script, the whole scripting stuff, don't go into it. I mean, you get frustrated and you just
Mhm.
get angry. So just do what you enjoy and what I mean, any field can actually give you money. It just depends on how you utilize your skills in that field and how you are passionate about it, right? So amazing. So we have two on-site questions. So I'll be going with Dami, right? Dami, you can let me unmute you and you can speak.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay. So hi, Leah. Thank you so much for your session. I really was really insightful and you know interesting, especially the Q&A session. I've learned a lot from your personal experience. So my question for you is for beginners that are confused in picking a path. Would you suggest that they should start with IT support or just go directly to learning cybersecurity? I have two questions. So this is the first one. The second one is which field do you think offers more long-term growth opportunities? Do you think like growth opportunities as in it's sure that you are growing if you stay there for years? Do you think it's IT support or cybersecurity? Those are my questions. Do you get me?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so one, I'm trying to think of you guys first. Really, yes, I'm focused on the second question, but yeah, so there's always going to be jobs, whether it's the cybersecurity side or IT. I can't really say which one I think everybody should just go into and be like, this is what you need to do, jump into it, go straight into cybersecurity. There are, like I said, there are people who have just went into cybersecurity and they're doing great. Some people that are in cybersecurity that didn't do IT support, they're like, oh, I forgot. I didn't know that's how that worked. Well, it's like, well, you've never really worked on a system to fix it. So how can you get into the back end of it? And some people just, it just comes naturally. So really, you don't have to do the IT support first. You can just go into cybersecurity. But what I found it easier is doing it the other way, going into IT support to cybersecurity. It just depends on what fits you best. If you want to work on those, whether the jobs are going to last, absolutely, because everybody is going to be on computers, everybody's going to have them fixed, and there's always going to be cybersecurity attacks. So with the jobs lasting, yes. With the same company, it depends on the company, but there's always going to be those jobs out there. If that helps you, man.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't,
Your first question.
did you, I didn't get the answer for the second question. Like, which one do you think offers more long-term growth opportunities?
They're really both long term. Like I said, there's going to be support jobs all the time because everybody's computer is going to have to be upgraded. I mean, there's always stuff that changes. Cybersecurity, like I said, there's always going to be attacks that people need protecting from. So really, I think they're both long term. I don't really think one's going to be more long term than the other. Because regardless, I mean, people have to have some kind of support, you know? So really
Okay.
both of them.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. So Leah, so before we take the second question, can you stop sharing your screen so we can put
Oh,
everybody there?
yeah. Sorry.
All right. So second question from Tamilore. Yes, you can speak.
Um, Hi Daniel, hi Leah. Thank you so much for this session. I really, really appreciate it. So my question, I have about 3 questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So the first one, you talked about connection, LinkedIn. Don't be afraid to connect with who is in a better position than you in this whole tech field and all. So, like, I want to ask someone like me now. I'm a beginner in this whole cybersecurity and tech thing. I'm studying cybersecurity in university, but I'm still a beginner and I'm still like learning. I'm still looking for more opportunities and get. So, like, like my LinkedIn profile is not really like a tech professional due to the fact that I'm still a beginner. So,
Mhm.
when you see someone you would like to connect with, like is in a bigger position, how do you like tend to like connect with them? How do you like I don't know how to really put it. Like, how do you tend to say, okay, I want to connect with you. Can you show me this is the part, this is the like if you get my question.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
secondly, yeah, okay, thank you. Then this second question, I'd like to know, I'm passionate about the cybersecurity field
Mhm.
because that's what I'm studying and I would like to like advance in it. So I would like to know, and does cybersecurity or the whole of cybersecurity, does it involves um does it involves a lot of coding and ethical hacking? When we talk about ethical hacking, I mean Kali Unix, penetration testers, all those kind of you said just go with what works for you. Like, do you go with what you enjoy doing? She gets. So, and me personally, not that I don't like all those coding and all this kind of stuff, but I feel I'm not really like good, but I'm still working towards it. So I want to know, is it all of the cybersecurity professionals that require coding and all those kind of stuff? So that's the second question. And
Okay.
then the third one, I want to know if it's possible, like if you study cybersecurity, probably like you get certifications and you're in school, probably you have your BSc and whatever. Can you like do masters in courses like data science, data analysis, other courses like that? Is it possible? Yeah, those are my questions.
Okay. All right. So with the LinkedIn one, what I did is because in November, mine was bare. Like before I started the tracking stuff, it was bare too. I didn't have like picture on there. I didn't have anything on there. And then I started trying to do it. Like I would start if I do a finished room, I'll try Hack Me, or if I do this, or if at work we do this, I'm gonna try to post it just so I can get more for the tech squad, like for the business as well, but also to help build my connections. What I did first is when you're at the homepage, it kind of just shows people that you may know or like who's connected with. Say like I don't know if you're with Daniel on there, you're connected with him. Well, it'll show like his connections or if he's commented or liked something that's in that field. And so then you're like, okay, well then you kind of just look at their profile basically and see, okay, well they, this is where this person is, they're connected with say 3 people that I know, and then you just connect with them. Now when it comes to like talking and reaching out, I would be careful about doing it just like with anybody. I would make sure like you have a few good connections. They all kind of know each other. You kind of know about this person, and then you just reach out and say, hey, I'm really interested in this. Do you think maybe you could help guide me, or what's your input on it? And don't just stop with that one person. You can ask unlimited amount of people and get other people that have like the certifications or more of like the schooling or whatever, and whatever you feel like, hey, that this person may be a fit. So you just ask questions. There's a lot of people that ask me a bunch of stuff as well. But most of them we're all connected somehow. But I have had a few that's just like, hey, I want to connect. And then it's usually a question followed about the IT support or the hacking as well. So really it's just looking at their LinkedIn profile, making sure, one, it's not like a fake one, and make sure that they actually know what they're talking about before they try to guide you. Just make sure it's like a trusted source before you ask for advice. You can connect with all kinds of people. Just watch their stuff for a while and see, how they are. But before you start asking them, I'd kind of, make sure it's a trusted source and not just a random person that just said, hey, I want to connect, and you have no connections with them. And they're going to ask them random.
Okay,
Yeah, that kind of thing.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
All right. And
the
what was this?
second one, yeah, I said cybersecurity as a whole, like does all the professions like in cybersecurity, you said go with what works for you, like do what's best for you, do you what you enjoy doing and all. Like someone like me, like I said, I'm still a beginner. And stuff when it comes to like tech, stuff like coding, ethical hacking, using all these Kali Unix, I'm not really like good, like tickets. And then I want to ask, does cybersecurity does it have to do with all those like kind of thing like coding and ethical hacking? Like is it a must? Is it something that you must know it? Like it's something that like out of the whole 100% of cybersecurity, you have to like know it's 90%, like if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of coding and there's some programming. I'm pretty sure all the jobs out there require you to have at least some knowledge. Some of them have like tools that you can use that you can just plug in and you just go to town. I think really just you gotta try to see almost like what type of path that you're wanting to go down and just see. You can even look up like cybersecurity jobs with like the least amount of coding if you don't, that's not your like where you feel like that's where your joy is. Just see if there is one. It might be something out there where it's not as much. But for the most part, like there is, you have to know how to like with Kali Linux or whatever, machine you want to use, but you do kind of have to know the basics at least.
Basics. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Then the last one, I said, is it possible like you're studying cybersecurity probably at the basic level? Maybe you have a particular degree, let's say BSc, and then you decide to like do a master degree in like courses like data science, analysis. Like, is it possible? Is it something you can do like from cybersecurity? You have a master in data science or other courses like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could still take some other courses and everything, and you can always go back to school. You don't even have to like, it doesn't even have to be like through a school. There's like a bunch of different programs that you can go through. And like a lot of those people in cybersecurity and stuff, they're still learning. I mean, the whole both jobs is like you never stop learning. So whether it is like a course or more degrees and everything, or whatever, as long as you're learning and continuing to grow, then it's unlimited out there.
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry, another question. Please don't be annoyed. I'd like to know if you can drop the platform or link for the Try Acme and Hack the Box. Those platforms that you listed
Yeah.
for beginners that are going into cybersecurity. I don't know if you can like send them through Daniel, so we'll send it to us also. I don't know. We really like to have it. And then your LinkedIn profile. We'd like to connect with you and connect
Oh,
so we can grow
oh,
hand
all
in hand
right.
in all this tech.
Yeah. That was very amazing. Great questions from Tamara right there. I would share the link to try hack me and hack the box. And also I don't know, I will speak with Glenn if you can also share the Discord channel for the ISP 37 hackers. I don't know. That will also be amazing if you can join on there. We have sessions on
Thank you.
Saturdays. Yeah, and also if you check the chat box now, Leah's LinkedIn profile link is there. So connect with her, comment, and also if you enjoyed the session, please go there, bombard the comment section. It was amazing. We learned a lot, and let us even know what you learned. And also, don't forget we're also streaming live on YouTube too, so you can also share the links out to your friends. I don't know if you have any questions. Does anyone have any questions before we close the curtain? Any question from anyone? All right. So if you don't have a question, any question, I would like Damilora, please can you share your screen? So like I said, we have been doing this for the past 7 months, right? So and it doesn't stop here, it continues. So next month, September, we'll be talking about how to become a global cybersecurity talent, right? We have Nigerians that are doing amazingly well, and even those from different countries, right? So we'll be having a very amazing guest. We'll review that as time goes on. But yeah, next month, how to become a global cybersecurity talent. Do well to join in. The links will be sent out, and I mean it's going to be an amazing time. All right, I think I just got a text from sorry, please a minute from Glenn. Yes. All right. So he said if you join the team on Hack the Box, yes, you have access to the Discord area. So yes, I would share the link, the Hack the Box link, and also you said send the name of the team, right? So you can also check on there, and then from there you can join the Discord group. It's very amazing. We have Patrick and we have Glenn. They are amazing guys doing a lot of, we're learning a lot, right? So do well to join on there. It's have been amazing. I mean, I didn't know this how it's going to go. Leah, you did so well. I learned a lot personally. I'm so happy to even have you on here. I know we really enjoyed the session, especially the question and answer session was very amazing. Thank you everyone for joining in, and for those that also joined on YouTube, thank you very much. Don't forget to connect with Leah on LinkedIn, comment and let us know how you enjoy, how the session went for you, what you learned. And I mean you can also even make a post about it. Tag me, tag Leah, tag Tech Squad, tag Glenn. We'll see you again next month by the grace of God. Till I come again, until we see you again. Bye and have an amazing weekend.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Thank you.
Thanks.